This is going to be my first YouTube video. I'm going to try to treat this as like my diary, my visual diary. Um, so I'm in my bed right now, and that's why it's a little dark because I'm in my room. Um, Hopefully you can hear me talking. Well, today I want to spend time talking about God. Um, that's probably what I'm going to talk about in every video on my channel. So, um, today I have two books. Well, one is a study Bible, one is the Book of Psalms. And these two things my dad lent me to do some reading because I was really trying to get into reading. And I have a Bible that I was reading, but sometimes you want to take a break from the Bible and kind of, study off of a study Bible or just read, a section of the verses you were really looking for. So I have the Book of Psalms right here. I did deep dive into it and I read quite a few. There is a specific few lines that I would like to read, kind of to start off my video. It's Psalm 46. Also, if you're wondering why the quality is so bad, I am on my computer. So, yeah. So it's Psalm 46. It says, I'll get closer. It says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. I want to repeat that one because obviously that one speaks to me quite a bit. So I'm just going to read it one more time. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. I really love that line, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down now. It kind of just reminds me of my everyday life. God wakes us up every morning, or, whenever that time of the day may be. He wakes us up every day. And it's because he knows that we have a path to follow. He wakes us up so we can get ready and we can go on about our day just following the path that we might not even be able to see, but we know it's there through faith and even evidence every now and then, just evidence of gifts, blessings is enough evidence to show us that this is our purpose. This is the path that we were supposed to be taking. And trust me, if it's not the path you're supposed to be walking, you will know. God will give you the signs, and it's your choice whether you obey them. You say, okay, this doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem like something God would send me. I'm going to go ahead and turn the other way, That has a lot to do with, you're talking to somebody, someone, and they start to feel like they're steering you away from God, and you know that, and you feel it, and you see it, so you kind of distance yourself from them, and eventually, they're not in your circle anymore, and it might hurt, but in the end, it's for the better. Oh, and there is this other saying or phrase that I was reading on today that I saw a few times actually. I wonder if I could. I'm gonna try to pull it up because I found it to be like something very, very important. Let me pull it up on my phone. I actually saw it on TikTok. I'm on TikTok a lot, and I've actually learned a lot through TikTok. Let's see. Here it is. It says, What if Jesus gives you the relationship you've been praying for? Does he gain a holy couple or lose two children? And I just found that saying to be amazing because that's so true. I guess how should I put this? You've been praying and just praying for that godly relationship. And it might sound so easy to be in a godly relationship. It might sound easy. I know for a fact it's not something easy. But and it's just like you're in this godly relationship, right? Godly just depends on the other person or how what your views are, but you're in this relationship and is he losing two children of God through sin, or is he gaining two children of God through obedience, love, um, discipline? So I just really liked that phrase a lot because it's true. Um, anyway, so something else I really wanted to speak on is discipline and obedience. I've been really good at it, and sometimes it's not like an easy thing, but I truly go about my day happy knowing that he is above us and that he's looking after us. And like even when bad things do happen, I still find the joy of life because there can be storms, but he will not let you get rained on. He will not let you drown in a storm. He won't. So, I mean, you've always got to know that God has you. No matter what the circumstance is or how worried you may be about something, money, other people, yourself, God got you. He does. He really does. Anyway, I'll probably end this video soon because I have to go shower and get ready for bed because I have work tomorrow, which I'm excited to go to work tomorrow. Every day is a good day. All thanks to God, you know. I just want to remind anybody who's watching this video that if you feel as if no one loves you, say you don't have, the perfect family, um, say you don't have friends or just, people that you can turn to and talk to, um, just know like God loves you. If no one else loves you, and that's what you think, just know that God always, always will love you. There's nothing more important than God's love. There isn't. You can't find God's love in anyone else, in anything else. So I just want to remind anybody who decides to watch this video that God has got you, and He will hold you in His hands, and He will help you. Even when you pray small, He will still deliver something big. He will always deliver something big, even if it seems small to you. In the end, the outcome after time goes by, this was all part of the plan. This might be a small blessing, but it happens to work its way to the bigger plan He has for you, you know? So, I guess I just wanted to get on here tonight and just kind of discuss how much I love God and just a few things I've learned and what I read in the book of Psalms. I actually want to read this one too. It was on the same page. It's Psalm 48, the very beginning. It says, "Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised in the city of our God, in the mountain of His holiness." I just, I'll never be able to comprehend what it would be like to be standing right next to God Himself. Um, it's something I wish for. Every now and then I wish He would just be sitting on the edge of my bed, telling me exactly what he wants me to do. It's not easy trying to make decisions, wondering like, okay, is this the decision God would want me to make, or is this the one? You know, and that has a lot to do with, people coming into your life, like maybe a relationship or a man, woman, whatever. Um, you have to guard your heart. You have to guard yourself, not in a bad way, not in a super distant way. You just have to guard yourself and keep in mind, is this the one, is this the man or woman that God sent for me, specifically for me? Is this the one that I am meant to marry and be, that Proverbs wife to? Um, you always just really have to be mindful. And I've been getting really good at that. I've been getting really good at trying to, read between the lines, genuinely look at this person and figure out if this is the one God has sent for me. And it's been, I will say, actually quite easy. You kind of can tell right away. Obviously, I've not met the man for me yet. Even when I thought so, turns out it wasn't. And I'm not upset. I figured it out right away. Um, I didn't have to, get personal. Nothing. It was just kind of like a right away feeling, like, you are not the one God sent for me. So I'm going to just, kind of cut this off right there, because we're not going to waste any time here. um, so yeah. Also, keep in mind, a man of God, or the man that God has sent for you, is not going to steer you away from him. So if you get a feeling that this person you're talking to, or this person you're seeing, is like kind of steering you away from your faith and from God, I can swear to you, God can tell you, He is telling you that that is not the one for you. And you can just cut that off and you can just move on. I wish people would see that more often. And I also wish in the very beginning of my relationships and stuff that I was able to do that right away, and know the things that I know now. But here we are, prospering, getting better, and learning. So that's what truly matters. Um, if anybody watches this video, please comment down below just some things that you've learned about God, some of your favorite things about God. I know it's like really hard to figure out where to start. Like, how do you start talking about God? Like, where do you start? There's like so much to say, so much love to talk about. So just comment down below, maybe some topics I can talk about, because I have friends, but it's more fun doing it with everybody and sharing the faith and listening to like other people's faith and just what they learned and what they know about God, and just sharing the love for Him. So just comment down below some stuff about God, about you. I would love to get to know people who also love God. Um, yeah. So I'm going to sign off because I have to get ready for bed now because I have work tomorrow. So hopefully you guys can hear me in this video. I just want to show off what my dad lent me. This is the Book of Psalms. It like looks like that. It's really nice. It's really nice and small. And then this right here is the giant study Bible that he lent me. I don't know if he gave it to me or lent it to me. I don't know. But I've really been enjoying this. It's so much more interesting to read than the Bible, because it's like, it's just like easier to understand, easier to read, just everything like that. And there's like a lot of history in it too, which is quite interesting. So, well, okay, I showed off my books, so I'm gonna sign off. Bye, guys.